guess what? Jesus is coming to our church today! Woo!
Did Mimi just say Jesus is coming to our church?
Does she mean the Son of God? As in Emmanuel?
Who is Emmanuel?
It's another name for Jesus, the Messiah. Emmanuel means God is with us. I shouldn't have worn my skull shirt.
The Messiah is not coming to our church today. Mimi, please tell Bert and Gabe that Jesus is not coming today.
Sorry, Ruby. His dad called my dad just this morning and said that Jesus was on his way.
Jesus' dad called your dad?
Oh, yeah. My dad and Jesus' dad talk all the time.
On the phone?
I knew I shouldn't have worn my skull shirt. I don't want to offend Jesus.
You really don't need to worry about impressing Jesus. He's one of the nicest people I know.
How long have you known Jesus?
We're cousins, so all my life, I guess.
Your cousins? With Jesus?
Yeah, his family lives super far away, so I've never met them. But Jesus and I have been pen pals for years. I'm so excited to finally meet him in person.
I think I speak for everyone in Christianity when I say we're all excited to meet Jesus in person.
That is so nice of you to say, Gabe.
Hello?
Jesus, you're here!
Cousin Mimi!
Cousin Jesus! Oh, get in here.
Go away from me, Lord! I am a sinful man!
Lord, if you are willing, you can make me clean.
Mimi, my name is actually pronounced Jesus.
Really? I always read it as Jesus in your letters. Bert, Ruby, Gabe, this is my cousin Jesus, whom I've been calling Jesus.
Of course, your cousin Jesus. Not Jesus the Messiah. That makes way more sense.
It does?
Sure. It's a super common name in Latin America.
Yes, the name Jesus was common in biblical times as well. It's actually a common name all over the world. It's Jesus in Latin America, Yeshua in Hebrew, and Joshua in English.
Hey, that means that Uncle Josh is also named after Jesus. Ha! Wow, our family sure has a lot of Jesuses. Jesuses. Jesus, eh? Well, we've got a lot of them.
You sure know a lot about your name, Jesus.
Well, it does come up a lot. So, I'm going to go check out the rest of your lovely church. Good to meet all of you.
That was a cool skull shirt.
Whoa! Hey, Ruby, sorry, can't talk. Oh, no.
Mimi? Mimi, what are you doing?
Digging! I buried my piggy bank here. Oh, this is a disaster.
What's a disaster?
Gabe got me a Christmas present.
So, you got all of his Christmas presents.
Yeah, but he got me the limited edition Starlight Dancing Sugar Gumdrop Tiny Unicorn figurine. Do you have any idea how rare and valuable that is?
Not remotely.
Very. It's an amazing gift. And all I got him was a book about baseball.
Yeah, but I'm sure he likes it.
But did it bring joy to his heart, Ruby? We're supposed to be filled with joy at Christmas. And if Gabe wasn't overcome with joy at my gift, oh, then I've completely failed. And now, oh, bingo!
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. 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 No.
Hi, Gabe. Fancy video game you've got there.
This is Crash Tractor Infinity, the newest installment in the Crash Tractor saga. It shouldn't even be released in this country yet.
How do you have one?
Mimi! I don't know how she did it.
And this is a bad thing.
Utter catastrophe! Receiving such an incredible gift is destroying my Christmas! I have to get her something even better!
Did Gabe just...
Yeah, he's getting you another present.
That monster! No.
Stay back!
You stay back.
Take the present!
No, you take the present!
I won't!
You have to!
Not until you take mine!
Never!
You take it!
No, you take it! You take it!
Can we switch? Can we switch? Can we just
We're
trade?
not gonna switch. We're not gonna
We'll drop
trade.
the gift.
That's
Drop the
basically
gift at
giving
the
each
same
other
time.
gifts, so you just
Drop
have
it at
to
the same time. Oh, hey, Ruby. What's up?
Look, you both need to turn down the crazy. You're taking this gifts-bringing joy thing way too seriously.
Ruby, unrealistically high expectations of how happy a present can make someone is kind of what Christmas is all about.
Sure, presents are great, but they're not joy, they're just stuff. Trust me, I know. I have a ton of stuff.
Joy doesn't come from the perfect gift?
Nope.
Well, that takes the pressure off.
Yeah, I feel better already. Group hug! Merry Christmas, you two!
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas.
We should probably go recover those presents.
Oh, yeah. I had to take out a loan for mine.
All right, so we have King Herod and his soldiers searching the city.
Check.
And do we have Jesus and his family already out of the city?
Whoops. That was a close one.
This is definitely one of our more detailed dioramas. King Herod looks so angry.
It's terrible that Jesus' family had to escape from their home like that.
Yeah, I can't even imagine. Fortunately, we don't have to, since that kind of thing doesn't really happen anymore.
I am so very sorry to interrupt, but that is not true. There are still many people who have to flee their homes like Jesus' family.
Are you saying there are still king's soldiers out there searching for babies?
No, I am speaking of refugees, people who are running away from great danger, uncertain if they will escape.
Danger? What kind of danger?
There are a lot of reasons people can become refugees. Their country might not be safe because of war. Or their family might be persecuted for their religion or politics or race. So they have to flee from their country to avoid being arrested or even killed.
Whoa, where did you read about all this?
Oh, I did not read about it. That is how I left my home country. Would you please pass the glue? Thank you.
Wait, you and your family had to go through all of that to escape your home? Why?
There was a terrible war in my country. My parents were very afraid of what might happen to us, so we left. We stayed in a refugee camp for many months before we could find a safe country in which to live. That is what brought us here.
Wow, just moving to a different house across town is really hard. I can't imagine having to
Flee your home in the middle of the night to be snuck out of the city by friends? Yes, it is not something I would ever want to do again.
That must have been really hard.
It was, but the Bible gave us a lot of comfort. There are so many examples where people of faith are escaping terrible situations with God's help. Jesus and his family had God with them during their escape to Egypt. God was with Moses and the Hebrews as they fled from Egypt. Like them, my family trusted in God to see us through.
Wow, after hearing that, I feel like we don't have anything to be upset about. Ever.
Well, bad things are still upsetting no matter where you live. There are great hardships in this country as well.
True, but when we complain about the snacks they serve at Sunday school...
Oh, yes, that does sound very silly to me. I'm going to get more construction paper. Does anyone need anything?
No.
I'm good.
All right.
So you all got the flyers about the new club too?
Judging by the pound of glitter on each flyer, it's pretty obvious who put this together.
Hey there, everybody. I'm so glad you all could make it to the first meeting of the God Club. Hooray! Yeah, hooray!
The God Club?
You see, see, we already have clubs for God in arts and crafts or God in camping, but now we finally have a club that is just about God. As vice president of the God Club, I welcome you all. Whoa there, Bert. Unfortunately, that seat is already taken.
It is? By who?
By God, of course. It's the God Club, so God's in charge. Which means God definitely should have a seat at these meetings. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, yeah, of course.
And while God's capacity for love is infinite, our seating capacity is not. So we'll see you later, Bert, and please don't forget to have a super day.
Did Mimi just kick Bert out?
I think so? She was so upbeat about it, I can't say for certain.
Oh, this is gonna be so wonderful! As I was saying, the God Club will meet here every other Sunday. During these meetings...
Sorry to interrupt, Mimi, but I'm not going to be able to be here for the next meeting. I have a basketball game.
That's wonderful, Gabe. Who will your team be playing?
The Rockville Rockers, actually.
Wow. I hope your team will be ready.
It's happening again.
As for our team here in the God Club, we require attendance of all club meetings. We're really looking for that high level of commitment from God's followers, which I'm sure you can understand.
Of course. I'm sure that...
Exactly! See, Gabe, it's that kind of enthusiasm that we were so excited to have here in the God Club, at least for a little while. Bye-bye now!
It all happened so quickly and cheerfully.
Okay, as I was saying, God is very pleased to have us all in the God Club, and I think...
What's this all of us stuff? You just kicked Bert and Gabe out of the club.
We think. Is that what happened?
Hey now, no one got kicked out. It's just that God wouldn't want them in the club due to some seating and scheduling restrictions.
Well, that doesn't sound like God at all. If God was actually putting a club together, everyone would be welcome in it. Leo, back me up here.
That's true. God includes and welcomes everyone. Into the church, into the family of God, everywhere.
Well, God, I think this is clearly a sign that your club was meant to be just president and vice president. Tiny, fun-sized soda lord? You know what rules about Sunday worship, Gabe? The fact that we never know what's gonna happen.
That's why they give out these bulletins at the beginning of the service, Mimi.
Well, yeah, if you want to take all the mystery out of it. Today's about the season of Epiphany.
What exactly is the season of Epiphany?
I have no idea, Gabe. Oh, and you were right. These bulletins are great.
Well, don't go getting too excited. It's still going to be a church service just like any other. What's happening?
Ladies and gentlemen of First Second Church, are you ready for the brightest, shiniest season of the lectionary cycle?
Seriously, what is happening?
I have no idea, but it's everything I could have ever dreamed of happening this morning. Woohoo!
Please welcome our very special guest, here to prophesy during the season of Epiphany, Isaiah!
I have no idea what is going on.
I know! Isn't it great?
What was that?
You heard them, Gabe. It was the season of Epiphany. They said it like 50 times.
Can you honestly say that before all that happened, you knew what the Epiphany season was?
I don't really know what it is now, but I am a huge fan.
Hey, you two! Pretty great service today, right?
Roxy, okay, what was with Isaiah being there at worship, and the light show, and all of it, really? What did any of that have to do with the season of Epiphany?
Oh, well, the prophet Isaiah foretold that God's servant would come and share God's light with everyone. So we dressed up Chet as Isaiah and had him quote the prophecy. He was a little rough on some of his lines in the middle, I'll admit.
But the whole light show?
Oh, yeah. That was Pastor Donna's touch to help us keep in mind that during the Epiphany season, we remember to share God's light with others.
God's light is like strobe lights and laser lights and those swirling multicolored smart lights?
No. No, those were just from Pastor Donna's amateur DJ equipment. God's light is more about spreading God's love to everyone we meet.
Oh, yeah. I didn't get any of that from Pastor Donna's service today.
Well, it was a bit more experimental than our usual worship.
But her record spinning has really improved.
See, Leo? I told you we wouldn't be late to Sunday school.
It was still too close. If we'd missed even a moment of Roxy as our class's youth leader, I'd never forgive myself. She's so confident and smart and...
Hey, Leo. Hey, Gabe. Were you going to join us? As I was saying, thank you all for being such a great class in my first month as your Sunday school youth leader.
You're a natural.
Thanks, Leo. Today we're going to talk about the season of Epiphany. It's a time to reflect on who we should follow in our life. So let's discuss leadership. Who do you think is the most important leader in your life?
Is it Jesus?
Any guesses?
You're a great leader, Roxy. Obviously.
Aw, thanks, Leo. But somebody even more important.
Is it Jesus, though?
Mimi, what do you think?
My mom?
Someone even more important.
Jesus?
The most important person in your life. Give up? Well, it may surprise you to know. It's Jesus!
I just said Jesus.
Did you, Gabe?
Like 3 times.
Oh, well, the point is, we should look to Jesus for guidance and follow his good example.
So does that mean we don't have to listen to you?
What do you mean?
You're telling us to listen to Jesus, and, well, you're not Jesus.
Well, as a young leader of your faith community, I can help you to follow Jesus.
But then aren't we following the faith community and not Jesus?
Yeah, if we're taking all our cues from the faith community, then we're pretty much following the faith community.
But they're following Jesus.
But how do we know if they're following Jesus correctly?
Yeah, the disciples could actually see Jesus and ask him stuff.
Exactly. What are we supposed to do? I don't know, but I know for sure that if I did ask
out there. How can we know anything, Roxy?
All right, everyone, all right. Just give Roxy a second, and I'm sure she, as our leader, will answer all of your questions quickly and perfectly, exactly as Jesus would. Roxy, go ahead. We're ready for you to lead us.
Listen, I don't have all the answers. I mean, I'm not perfect.
Yes, you are.
We can only try to understand Jesus through Scripture and with help from our community. We're on this journey together, so we need to help each other. Does that make sense?
Total sense. Incredibly well put.
Does it make sense to everyone that's not Leo?
Yeah, it's all about supporting and listening to one another.
I'm sorry, what did you say, Gabe?
It's all right, Roxy. It's worth repeating. Ah, Bert, I do so love playing catch with you after Sunday school in the field by the church.
It really has become a beautiful and rich tradition that we could one day pass on to our children.
Oh, no. It looks like they're building an expansion to the church.
But where are we going to play catch?
It just says they're building a community gym and library.
But that'll destroy the field!
We need to get to the bottom of this right now. So, in conclusion, Bert and I do not want the field across from the church to go away.
It seems kind of sudden, as if it wasn't thought through.
What?
What's this? Oh, so you have actually put a great deal of time and thought into this.
Well, we still disagree with it.
Yeah! Pastor Donna, you leave us no choice. We are fighting this.
Save the field!
Save the field! Come together to stop the development of the field next to First Second Church!
Make your voices heard!
Mimi, here, have a flyer.
Ooh, I love flyers.
We're trying to stop the church from building a new library and community gym.
Those sound like good things.
But they'll have to destroy the field to do it.
That sounds like a bad thing.
So you'll join our cause?
Well, you make a detailed argument about a very complex situation. I'll definitely think about considering to maybe help. Bye!
This is going too slow, Bert.
Right, we need to do more.
Hi, I'm calling from the new Save the Field next to the Church Foundation to tell you how you can help save the field.
Why, yes, I do know what time it is. It's time to save the field.
Thanks, Monty. What do we want?
A field!
When do we want it?
Forever!
Are you two gonna take a break to come in for worship?
What? We can't do that. Not until we stop them from destroying our field.
Us winning this fight is too important to the church.
Oh, the church neither of you have attended in 2 weeks?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Bert, do you think we should go into church?
But we can't give up.
I'm not saying we give up. I'm just thinking we shouldn't miss worship.
But how can we sit beside all those people that want to wreck our field?
Do we have to agree on everything to worship together?
I guess not. Otherwise, you wouldn't really be able to worship with anyone.
Come on, let's go inside.
Yeah, I support that idea.
Ruby, is everything all right? You look pretty shaken.
I am. Pastor Donna's sermon got to me.
But it was about the Sermon on the Mount. Jesus was just saying that God's love and blessing is for everyone. Even the poor in spirit, and the mourners, and the merciful, and those who...
Don't you see, Mimi? I'm not on that list.
What do you mean?
Think about it. I don't think I'm pure of heart or merciful. I don't hunger or thirst for righteousness.
What about poor in spirit?
I'm not poor in anything, Mimi. I used to think that meant I was blessed, but now it looks like the opposite is true.
Hey, you two. What's happening?
Ruby doesn't think she's blessed because she isn't any of the things Jesus said were blessed.
You mean the 8 Beatitudes?
Right! And now that I think about it, I don't think I qualify as blessed either.
Of course you are. Pastor Donna just said, blessed are those who mourn, blessed are those...
I've never mourned!
I have mourned, but I don't know if I've mourned enough.
And even then, do you have to be all 8 Beatitudes? Like a checklist?
Oh, I had not thought of that.
Now, I'm sure you don't have to be all of the Beatitudes to be blessed.
Well, then how many do you need to be? 1, 2?
Yeah! How many is it, Leo? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9?
I guess I don't really know much about this. And I might not be as blessed as I thought I was when I started this conversation.
I need to learn to be more meek! Somebody better tell me how to be more meek or else!
I've never mourned! Everything I've loved in the world is still alive!
I try to be poor in spirit if only I knew what it means!
I need more detailed instructions!
Wait! Just wait. This is ridiculous. We're obviously in over our heads, but we don't have to sort this out on our own.
Really? This seems like a great opportunity for us to come up with an over-the-top solution and...
No, Gabe, let's just go ask Pastor Donna for some clarification.
Huh.
Was that helpful?
I kind of thought she was going to answer all our questions really neatly.
But she just sort of nodded a lot and said, yes, the Beatitudes really do make us question who is blessed.
And when I told her it seems like everything I assumed about being blessed is wrong, she said, exactly. So, everything is confusing about being blessed and she knows it?
It's like the whole world's been turned upside down.
Oh, maybe we just need to stand in our heads.
Another Sunday morning, another successful church service.
Yeah, that was super amazingly awesome.
Well, I'm going back in. I'll see you both later.
Gabe, where are you going? They keep the outside this way.
I'm going in to worship.
You're going to another service right after we finished one?
Yep.
You just blew my mind.
Look, I couldn't make it to the church clothing drive on Friday, so I'm going to make it up by putting in some extra hours at worship.
Wait, does that work?
Sure, why wouldn't it?
Hurry, Ruby. What if all the good seats for service are gone?
We're here 20 minutes early, Mimi.
I'm just kidding. All the seats in our church are good. The ones in the front, the ones in the back, the ones in the middle, the ones to the side, the ones to the other. And if they set up folding chairs on the far sides of the sanctuary, those would be good too. So really, anything you name.
A hammock?
Yeah. Hammocks would be a great spot. Maybe a little casual for worship.
No, there's a hammock in our church.
That's new. Or have I just never noticed the church hammock before?
Pass me the rock, I've got to clear.
Gabe, what are you doing here?
Did you get here early so you could get the church hammock? Ugh, we should have gotten here even earlier.
What? No, it's my hammock for sleeping in the sanctuary.
You slept here last night?
It made more sense than going home between every worship service.
You've been to every service this week? The Saturday night one, the Wednesday night one, even the weird Tuesday morning one?
Yep, I figured it out. If I'm always at worship, I never have to do any volunteer work.
Well, none of us have to do volunteer work. That's why it's volunteer work and not just, work.
Yeah, but if I'm always worshiping, people can't say, hey, why isn't Gabe at this food drive? Or where was Gabe when we were all working at the soup kitchen?
That's true, but aren't there different ways to worship?
No.
Mimi's right. They said last week that helping our neighbors and community is also a way to worship God.
Things like sheltering those without homes, clothing those without clothes, and feeding the hungry.
So, what I'm hearing is I should only volunteer and never go to worship.
No, what we're trying to say is we get to do both.
Yeah, they're both different, but important.
Well, I wish someone had mentioned that earlier. Are you too hungry? I've got plenty of cereal.
Ooh, yeah, I'm super hungry.
Perfect. Now I've fed the hungry. Check that off my to-do list for the day.